The fallout from a January 21 protest outside Eddington Primary School has escalated into a legal and political standoff, with sharply conflicting versions of events emerging from police and the March and March movement. March and March leader Jacinta Ngobese Zuma, alongside Operation Tutula and the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, now face a charge of public violence as authorities investigate allegations that the protest turned hostile towards foreign nationals. On Tuesday, Ngobese Zuma voluntarily presented herself at Point Police Station in Durban's South Beach, where she was issued with a warning statement for allegedly inciting public violence against illegal immigrants. Speaking outside the station, Ngobese Zuma said she was advised by her legal team to carefully draft her response, particularly given that multiple organizations linked to the protest were facing similar charges, and said we were confused by what we found. There were many police officers and police vans present on the day. If there was anything unlawful, we should have been charged immediately. Instead, a case was opened later, based purely on police statements with no evidence. Ngobese Zuma said the delay in laying charges raised serious concerns about the credibility of the case, prompting her movement to open counter-charges against the state. According to Ngobese Zuma, tensions at the protest were triggered when a foreign national allegedly brandished a firearm at members of the March and March, an incident she claims was captured by journalists on The Sun. She further accused police of excessive force in dispersing the crowd and said, "We've opened a case of intimidation against the state. Police used the stun grenades and water mixed with chemicals. We do not expect that the same tactics used against us would later be turned into accusations against us." Ngobese Zuma defended the protest as a lawful exercise of constitutional rights and said, "Picketing is our right. No intimidation or police statements will take away our right to demand that South African children are placed in South African schools." Earlier in the day, she rejected claims that her conduct amounted to incitement. "If demanding rights, picketing and speaking about 26 children who cannot attend school because their parents cannot afford fees is called inciting violence, then I encourage the whole country to be violent in that way." March and March member Patsy Mia echoed concerns about police conduct, saying she was alarmed by what she described as inaccuracies in police accounts of incident, and said, "What shocked us is that everything written in favor of their side is not the truth." Mia confirmed she has now opened a case against the foreign nationals she alleges pointed a firearm at her during the protest, claiming police initially refused to arrest the suspect, and said, "I showed them the man with the gun. I showed them the person he handed it to. Even the next day, he was there again with the gun. Police said they could not arrest him because I had not opened the case." Ngobese Zuma's legal representative, Xolani Zuma, confirmed that she had been charged as the leader of the movement and said the matter will be referred to the National Prosecuting Authority. If the NPA finds sufficient evidence, prosecution will follow. If not, the charges will be withdrawn. KZN police spokesperson Colonel Robert Njwenda confirmed that a public violence case had been opened by the state, but dismissed claims of excessive policing as subjective, and said anyone who believes police acted inappropriately is encouraged to open a case. The Independent Police Investigative Directorate investigates police conduct. If police actions were excessive, IPID will deal with it. As investigations continue, the Eddington Primary protest has become the latest flashpoint in an increasingly charged national debate over immigration, process rights and policing, with accountability now resting in the hands of the NPA. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.